You are back with us here. This is PRI, Prep Recruiting Insider, and we're coming to you from Moe's Pizza on the West Bank, where Italians do it better. I'm the head coach of PRI, Rick Galey, and joined, as I am every week, by the I in PRI, Renee Nato. And Renee, we had an outstanding week 15 in prep football last weekend with the Superdome Classic. 1A and 2A on Friday, and then the local schools on Saturday. What a great weekend that
It really was. There's a lot of football, a lot of great football in the parameters of the state of Louisiana. You're looking at players who are going to play in the college level and beyond in future years. So I hope you had a chance to see it.
And let's take a look at some of the results from last weekend. First with Class 2A, Sterlington with a rousing upset victory over Madison Prep. Madison Prep, Renee, had a chance to win at the end of the game, scoring a late touchdown and going for two. But something that's unusual in Superdome games that coaches aren't used to, a TV timeout.
Yeah, and Sterlington had the right defensive play called for that two-point conversion, and they sniffed it out, and they came away with a victory. But a well-coached game on both sides. But Sterlington came up with the plays when they had to, and none bigger than that, stopping the two-point conversion.
That's right, because Madison Prep actually brought their team to the sideline after scoring the touchdown because the coach thought it was going to be a TV timeout, and they were in illegal motion because they had to try to hurry to get out to the field and run the play because they did not have any timeouts left. But a great, once again, upset victory by Sterlington, the fourth seed over the number 2 and heavily favored Madison Prep Chargers. In 1A, Logansport, the Tigers defeating the Haynesville Golden Tornado 34-28, a rousing come-from-behind victory.
And Haynesville has been to the Dome so many times. University of Haynesville, they've won so many state championships, and people expect them to be there. But Logansport came up with a great game plan. They were ready, and they were no foreigner to championships themselves, and they had outperformed at the right times against Haynesville, and Logansport came away with the title. What a great game that was.
Logansport was down 28-6 with just a little over 8 minutes to go in the third quarter and scored twice in the last 5 minutes to win the game over Haynesville. And it's interesting, Renee, Kevin McGee is the head coach at Logansport, the only other time Logansport won a state championship. The quarterback of that team was Kevin McGee. Congratulations to Logansport. Anytime you could beat the Golden Tornado, especially in the Superdome, that is special. Let's take a look at some 3A results, as a matter of fact, with the Lutcher Bulldogs defeating the Amite Warriors 40-36 with a huge offensive game, as you're going to see in all of these highlights. The ball was ripping up and down the field. The great play of Lutcher quarterback John Trey Kirkland and company really did a great job against the Amite Warriors.
Yes, and the Amite Warriors led by Elijah Walker, who accounted for 63 touchdowns coming into this game. John Trey Kirkland, you saw him right there. That was one of 3 touchdowns he threw on the afternoon, 381 total yards. This is Devontae Smith. He was dangerous. A 94-yard kick return for a touchdown. What a talent he is. Georgia, Miami, and LSU are the finalists for him. 8 catches for 111 yards. What a great job, the player he is. Lutcher now with 8 state titles. Dylan Ricotta, what a good game he played defensively. Another shot of John Trey Kirkland, Rick. But Dylan Ricotta led that Lutcher defense all afternoon.
His ability to scramble, John Trey Kirkland, his ability to scramble and create things when they aren't there, you just see it over and over and over again. This game took over 3 hours, Renee, but was never boring in the least. And his ability to cut back and make a play when there wasn't one there. That was a run that they had to the left, and you see him scrambling, and Amite gets out of their pass rush lanes and leaves a receiver open, and the linemen for Lutcher do a great job of not going downfield on it. And the ability of Amite to be able to break plays out of their spread and power it in here on the goal line with Elijah Walker. Just incredible play by both football teams. Over 800 yards of offense. I'm not certain if the Superdome turf is going to be the same, Renee. And this was the game breaker. Starting to the right, Amid overruns it. 3 players run into each other, and then the deep ball for the score, and a great block down the field. What an explosive team that Coach Dwayne Jenkins and the Lutcher Bulldogs have. We were so fortunate to have them here on PRI earlier in the year. Athletic plays like that one, high in the end zone, catching the ball at its highest point, trying to get the onside kick to seal the game, but Lutcher's in exactly the right place. And there are the Bulldogs celebrating, as you mentioned, 40-36 for their 8th state championship. But the first one, Renee, back-to-back.
Yeah.
2 different coaches, but the team went back-to-back.
And John Trey Kirkland, you wonder if LSU may have some Wildcat packages at quarterback. He's going to play cornerback for the LSU Tigers. He's already committed, and he told us on the show there's no wavering. But John Terry Kirkland is a guy who's going to be very, very special athlete in college. He's like a guy that you coach, Corey Webster, just a great athlete no matter where you put him. And a converted, he'll be a quarterback like Corey Webster was. He'll play cornerback at LSU, and he'll be a good one.
And John Trey Kirkland was the player of the week for week 15 for the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation. Dylan Ricotta was the player of the week in week 14 in that great semifinal win at West Feliciana. Congratulations to Coach Jenkins, the first of the local teams we've looked at. When we come right back, we're going to see 2 more locals. This is PRI from Mose.